And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it out. It's Hinton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. This game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the...
There he goes! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback. Just run the football right at them.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off? Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Stanford! He got a step and just dusted the field. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Temple. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Irish! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready. Moving. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Offense working from the pistol. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run the sneak for it. And the ball slipped out. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll be able to get off 1 more play before quarter's end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target to the left. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Finds a little space. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some play.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Bulldozes his way through. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He fires to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapted. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it with authority.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out and back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Now on the return. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive, find those couple plays you like, push the ball down the field, at least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I could try to find an...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On third down, he drops the throw. Back open in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here come the Irish back on offense. Empties his backfield. Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
On the ready. Lasso.
Pulls and fires complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back on the option. The give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll give it to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go back to the ground. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Got it behind the line. It's McAllister. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grab behind the line. It's Carney. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping into the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the back. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He leaves it with his back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense.
There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Get it out on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. 2nd down.
Takes a handoff. It's Coffee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got a man. It's McAllister. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McAllister. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Fires downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They've got this game in hand. Maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really